Hello, welcome back to a video welcome back to another favorite magazine video. Here is my beautiful Blazing Combat issue 2. Just take a look at that beautiful corner, the edge. There's one spine tick. Let me see if I can find it right there. Okay, just simply gorgeous. Now, one of the things that make these book issue 1, 2, and 3 so hard to find in high grade is the back. Okay, it's not the typical, well, for those that are familiar with magazine, whether it's creepy or eerie, you know, a lot of time you don't have the white back cover. Okay, unlike, say, you know, the Conan magazine. For these you have blue, issue 1 you have black, and usually they all scuff up. Okay, but look at this. Pretty sharp looking, right? Gorgeous book. A keeper for sure. And also it's, as you can see, pretty nice and white, not too yellow or tan. It's slightly yellow. Okay, I'm not gonna say that that's not slightly yellow, but beautiful page color inside, off-white. This book is like, for sure, has never been read because it's one to close. For those that have this book, definitely read the letter page, because it surprised me that this series was canceled after 4 issues, because, you know, it seemed like a lot of people love it. And you know, I'm usually not a big Joe Orlando fan, but you know, his work in this series is actually quite good. He actually did 2 short stories for this magazine, and I like issue 2 even, the second story, even more than this first one, because it was done with the ink wash technique, and it looked great. The result was fantastic. But still, look at this. This is fantastic work right here. No doubt this is the Vietnam War. What's neat about this magazine, this series, is that it focuses on many conflict, not just the Vietnam War. It deals with even the American Civil War, World War II, Vietnam War, the Revolutionary War, you name it. It covers many aspects of many wars as far as short story. What do you think? For the Joe Orlando fan out there, this one is my favorite for this issue by Reed Crandall. Just look at the sheer detail. Just look at that, okay? You know me. I harp on the little details, like the pavement right here, the road. Look at that. So many little lines. This short story plus Saratoga. For those that know my background, I actually grew up about half an hour away from Saratoga Raceway, the racetrack, where there's a big horse race event going on every summer. Just look at this. Beautiful work, right? About this beautiful panel right here, this large panel with so much details. I only wish the stories were longer, because Most of them was very short, as you can see. That's it. Let's move on to the number 3. Fantastic work here. I'm not sure why it's not Al Williamson. I'm pretty sure this is the same as, you know, Al Williamson, because if you look at the style, it resembles Al Williamson, but I'm not sure why. Let me know if you know if it's the same person. To me, it's the same person, but it's kind of weird how the credit was given to Al McWilliams. Regardless, beautiful work. Okay, Al Williamson, you know, this is just classic. The way he draw people, draw faces, very photogenic, realistic. Very clean, you know, but still it's clean, and his style is, as you notice, which I harp on in many videos, the folds. Look at that. It's an example of workmanship, okay? There's no half-assing here as far as details. Next, okay, here's a second Joe Orlando story, and like I said, this was done slightly different, and I really liked the end result of this. It looked great as far as the ink wash technique. Look at that. Okay, now we get to a story by Al Williamson. Okay, so this looks fantastic. Definitely a World War II. Look at that beautiful shading. Beautiful work. Every short story, I think it was done very well as far as art wise. Okay, it's hard to pick the favorite, but I did. And this one here is by Alex Toff. This time you have World War I dogfight. I really like the use of photograph, no doubt. You know, there's some kind of technique here where, you know, a photograph was used for the background of many of the panels, such as even like this. think. Next one, here's a short one by Angelo Torres, which is a very familiar name. Many of these names has done a lot of work, of course, with the horror magazine. So it's definitely not authors that are unknown for the black and white magazine readers back then. This one is awesome. I almost want to pick this one as my favorite. It's definitely my second favorite, by John Severin. The details here is just gorgeous. Look at that. Stay at that panel for a while. Big fan of John Severin, as you know. No doubt, I think he's one of the really good authors that fits this genre very well. He certainly did a lot of Nick Fury, right, and the Howling Commandos over at Marvel. You can see why. Look at that. Now, if you have never seen this magazine, for the most part, they are fairly affordable. Sure, high grades, they are very tough to find, not cheap. But if you like what you see, I highly recommend pick up issue 2, 3, and 4. Issue 1 is tough to find in any grades and are fairly expensive. But as far as issue 2, 3, and 4, they're not expensive. They're not. Okay, so if you like what you see, pick them up. And that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Until the next video. Bye-bye.